Everybody, welcome back. So, you guys know me all too well. Mokas, Raifus got some more mags in here recently. They've gotten a lot of, I want to say that's pronounced the Russian Izhmash mags. Now they had some of those that were the slab side, like you see. I may be able to insert a link to his video. Clayco's got one. I also got one too, just because those are some really cool mags. So they had those in good condition for $89, and then they also had the Russian Bakelite mags in, I want to say, very good condition for $99. So I got two of the Bakelite, I got one of the slab side. We're going to take a look at them. I'm curious to see how nice these really are. Most of the time I have really good results with Mokas, and there's only been maybe one instance where I didn't have quite so nice an experience, but it is what it is. Without further ado, let's check it out to give you guys an idea of what you can expect should you decide to go out and get some of your own. Now, I just got more of these in. I don't know how long they're going to have them in, but always sign up for their in-stock notifications because they're always getting stuff in. These guys seem to be the only ones that get stuff like this in. I don't know why that's the case. I'm still trying to figure that out. Let me get my packing slip out of the way. Let's get that over there. They seem, like I said, they seem to be the only ones to really get some of the weird and interesting mags in. I don't know why. Maybe they have contacts or something. I don't know. Maybe they got goat pictures or something. Who knows? So like I said, the slab side was advertised as very good. Good. And the Bakelite ones were advertised as very good. So we're going to take a look at the slab side first. Now, I fully expected them to have some sort of markings on them, some sort of electro pencil markings. I'm not concerned about that. I'm more concerned about usability. And I may have to insert a bunch of pictures because these have whole bunches of markings all over them. Some acrylic stamps in them. But looks quite nice. Looks like this was MG6512, and then there's a 5 scrawled into it. But on the whole, that's a very good looking slab side. As a matter of fact, better than my other slab side that I'd gotten a while back. Looks like there might be a little bit of rust present on the inside down in there, but it doesn't affect it. Just a little bit at the top on the inside of the body right here. Man, that looks pretty nice. Happy with that. For whatever reason, I already had one slab side, but I wanted a second one. I just wanted to have two. I don't know. I gotta have at least two of everything. I don't know what my problem is, but anyway, probably some kind of disorder. Alright, let's look at these Bakelites. Now, these are something I didn't have. I had some 545 variants, but I did not have the 762 by 39 variants. Now, these were advertised in very good condition. And you guys know how brittle Bakelite can be. I got one that appears to be more red and one more orange. So that's kind of cool. One with a 153 stamp, the other one with a 111 stamp. This one's looking a little bit rough up here towards the top, but like maybe the Bakelite kind of dried out there, but I think it's still perfectly usable. Of course, you see those cool arrow triangle logos there. But just some pretty decent looking Bakelites. Uh-oh. We have a problem here. We have a big problem. Huh. See. Well, that stinks. I'm not going to be able to get that out. Let me see if I can mash that down. You guys see the problem there? The floor plate's all, as my grandfather would say, cattywampus. So let's pause this for a second, see if we can rectify this situation. All right, we're back. See what we can do about this. That's really strange that is boogered like that. Okay, good. So you can see that the spring is at an extreme angle in there. Well, I'm awake. Okay, very good. How about that, Mokas? Got some rust going on here. Is it gonna hurt things? No, honestly, probably not. But I'm definitely gonna have to clean that up. The follower looks great. It just looks like water got in toward the bottom. See it so you guys can see it. Definitely some rust on the floor plate, or on the bottom of the follower. I don't know what the crap you call that, retainer. And then some rust on the spring. Might just have to rebuild it. I don't know. I was wondering what was going on when I turned it up, and I was like, hey, that doesn't look right. I wonder if I can get this back on here without poking an eye out. Pretty sure what happened there. That was a little weird. Maybe it happened in shipping or something. But never to fear. We can fix it. It's actually a really pretty stout spring, to be honest. Just as good as this one. But anyway, if you guys were wondering what you could expect, hopefully this gives you an idea. Do I think the Bakelites are very good? Man, that's a hard question to answer. I'd say they, in my book, they're probably more, well, if you use NRA grading standards, I guess they are very good, but to me, they would seem probably in good condition, especially based off the fact of that spring and that spring retainer. But there's no major chips or anything like that in the Bakelite. There are some areas where you can tell, that way you guys can see it, you can tell where there's, you know, a little bit of scuffing. Places like this, maybe that'll focus. You know, a little bit rough, but I think they will function just fine. I mean, there's no major holes or anything like that. And your feed or your lugs are good. Wow, couldn't even think of the word. But it gives you an idea of what you can expect. That way, you guys can make an informed decision about whether or not you want any. That's why I'm here. One of the reasons, because nothing stinks more than ordering something and having no clue what it's going to look like. I'm just a firm believer in that. It's kind of nice to see somebody else unbox something and know, hey, that's what I can expect. Sometimes, as you guys know, that's not always the case. Sometimes things look much worse than what I unbox, and I really don't know what to say. I mean, most of the time, guys, honestly, my orders are tied to my personal email, and they don't have a clue who they're selling to. So it's not like, you know, I get special pick or anything like that because of the channel. Just wanted to throw that out there and let you guys know that. Because I've been buying guns and gun parts a lot longer than I have been on YouTube. But anyway, just want to throw that out there. If you guys are interested, once again, I think I got these for 99 bones. Got that for 89 bones. I think that was a pretty good deal on the Slabside, to be honest. But anyway, I digress. Have to get these. What I really need to get my hands on is a really nice Russian AK or something. But anyway, one of these days. I know Will Scary's got plenty of them. But anyway, just wanted to share this with you guys. If you guys have not subscribed, please consider doing so. I know I sound like a broken record, but it definitely helps out the algorithm and helps keep stuff like this from being suppressed so much. So just wanted to share this with you guys today. As always, thank you to my subscribers. Thank you guys for all your likes, your shares, your comments, Until next time, you guys have a great day.